Yo, what's up, guys? I want to thank everyone who's been messaging me telling me that I should upload more because I've been getting quite a few messages, surprisingly, of people just telling me that they don't see me in their sub box enough. And it's cool to see like how many people care to the point where they want to personally message me and be like, "Hey, Rick, get off your ass and upload a video for us. Come on." That's cool. I like that. Um, Another thing is that I recently hit 15,000 subscribers. I'm not really planning on doing anything special for that. I just want to thank you all for the support you've been giving me. You know, comments, ratings are all really the main things I still do this for. You know, the feedback, the awesome comments from people who really enjoy my stuff apparently, which is awesome. Awesome to see how many people enjoy this and definitely gonna encourage me to keep doing it. So I leave with my Perugly. This is an RU match against my nothing of mine, just the guy from Skype. And yeah, I go for the fake out on his Imposter Ditto, which is something I really feel I should move up a tier once it gets released. He's using an unreleased ability right now, which he didn't even tell me about, which is kind of like, whatever. But I don't anticipate his U-turn enough to the point where I go for it myself as well, which I really should have done to get switch advantage. But I figured just in case he wants to stay in and go for frustration himself, I'm just going to go for that as well and possibly kill him off and get rid of the Ditto as soon as possible. But he switched back to Shuckle, so... Gonna go back to Steelix to basically wall him. I figured the worst thing he could do is knock off maybe. Toxic is not going to affect me. If you get this nickname reference, by the way, it's a reference to Holy Crap, it's a George. If you know what that means, then tell me how you found out about that, because I don't even... Yeah, I do want to know. Fuck it. If you don't know what it means, then look it up, because it's hilarious. But I go for Stealth Rock and then switch to Altaria, then go for the Dragon Tail to phase him out. He missed a Fire Blast in the process. Really not a big deal, I think, because I do have max special defense. And as you'll see later, he has leftovers as well, meaning that he's probably defensive himself. I don't really think they would have done more than half, so... I go for the Dragon Tail, phase in his Ditto again, which kind of sucks because that means a free Stealth Rock for him, basically. There's really not much I can do about that. And I'm thinking Power Split Shuckle might not even run Stealth Rocks, so that means free Stealth Rocks without even running it on his team, which is like, that's a bitch. But I phase him out there on the switch because I figure he's locked in the Stealth Rock, he's not going to want to stay in. And I phase his Shuckle out into his Absol, which is not too bad. I don't want to stay in, though, even though I'm a physical wall. Well, I'm really not, but I still have base 200 defense, so I can easily take a superpower if I want to. But my attack is basically cut in half, so I want to switch out back to Alomomola. Yeah, whatever. This thing is a crazy physical wall, by the way. And I really just want to force him to switch out again, because I figure why would he stay in on a possible Scald and Burn? You know, I'm a physical wall, he's a physical attacker. It only makes sense to switch out, so I switch back to Steelix, anticipating his switch to maybe Ditto or something, or whatever else he wants to switch into. But he goes for Swords Dance, and I'm thinking, well, okay. I mean, because I 4 times resist Stealth Rock, my leftovers are going to bring me back up to Sturdy, so I can easily take a hit, even if it's supposed to kill me, which it should not. And because my attack is back to normal after, you know, switching out after the power split, I can just go for Earthquake, Gyro Ball, whatever I want. He's going to be at -2 defense. It's not going to live anything, really. I could go for Dragon Tail probably and kill him off, but I decided to go for Gyro Ball just in case it misses. And just in case he wanted to switch out back to something like his Butterfree, which I think he sent in on the next turn as well. Yeah, so that comes in. I do want to save my Steelix for later, just in case his Ditto wants to transform into something I could wall with this guy, which I have some guys on my team that I could wall with Steelix, you know, if that makes any sense. Walling my own Pokemon, yeah, whatever. But I go back to Alomomola, anticipating the Sleep Powder, wanting to get something to sleep, and this thing seems like the least useful thing at the moment. And from here on, my main goal is to have him not set up more than 1 Quiver Dance, because if he does, then I could just potentially be, well, fucked. So, I switch back to Perugly. He could potentially predict it and just go for the Bug Buzz right off the bat instead of setting up, which is what I kind of expected him to do if he was smart, but he does not. He just goes for Quiver Dance and I'm able to just go for Fake Out and Sucker Punch, kill him off. Fake Out ends up not being enough. But even if he had predicted that, like, I had that all thought out in my mind. Like, I could have just went into the Rant or Crocodile afterwards. Both Crocodile is Scarf, the Rant is simply faster. I think, actually, Crocodile is too. But, like, I had backup plans, you know? And if he had switched out after that, he would have had to come back in the rocks, take more damage from Stealth Rocks. And I just really needed him to not get up more than 1, which he was not able to. Even if he had played that better than he did, he would have not been able to get up more than 1 Quiver Dance. So... goes into his Ditto again, just to go for the Fake Out. He's forced to go for either Fake Out or Sucker Punch, because if I go for my own and he does not, then he dies, and that would not be good, obviously. So he's going to be forced to switch here as I go to my Durant, get up a free Home Claws. I was thinking this Altaria might just be Scarf, because I haven't seen it do much else than miss a Fire Blast, really. So I'm kind of waiting for leftovers to show here. If they don't, I might just have to switch. But I do see them, so I'm going to be able to be faster, outspeed him, go for the stab. Iron Head at +1, as well as boosted by Hustle. That's definitely going to kill. I thought about going for Stone Edge instead, but it's not worth it. I'm pretty sure Iron Head's just going to kill, and it does. So that works out. I believe all he has left now is his Ditto. No, actually are his Ditto, his Shuckle, and his Lantern. All of which I should be able to one-shot, I'm thinking. But then again, I was thinking about not being able to one-shot Lantern, possibly. And I'm not going to get another chance to set up unless I do it right now. And for whatever reason, I felt safe enough to do it. I don't know why. I mean, he did copy my accuracy boost, which I think might have slipped my mind for a second. So his Stone Edges are at like 80% accuracy, I believe. And he does in fact hit both, and I just look stupid setting up like that. I don't know why I did that. Let's call it a misclick. Because I don't know. I still have my Crocodile left, though, and I think knowing I still had this guy might have been one of the reasons I played the Rant as risky as I did, because I honestly cannot come up with any other explanations. I don't know. I think I just had like a blackout or something. But I got my Moxie boost up, and at this point he has nothing left to really take an Earthquake at +1. Shuckle is going to be at below half after Stealth Rock. I'm not thinking this can live it. It does just barely live it, though, and it gets off a Power Split, which I'm thinking attacks my my base attack stat and doesn't actually take the boost into account. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that's how that works. And that means I should be at about neutral, I believe, attack after killing off the Shuckle, getting my second Moxie boost, and a neutral-ish Earthquake is definitely going to be enough to take out the Lantern. And it's going to be the match. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like rating. Also, don't forget to check out the most recent video on the screen in a second here after this Lantern gets his ass Earthquaked, which is going to take a while because this thing has a lot of fucking HP. Okay, there we go. Once again, thank you guys all so much for all the support. It's been great. Can't thank you enough. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bring on the thunder.